been 20 years at least, and I can still smell the stench of our car. What had happened was Jane and I had gone camping with some friends. All of our friends had gotten up early that morning and left. It was just the two of us and our dog. So we decided we would divide and conquer the responsibilities. Jane took down the tent, packed up the car. I played with the dog. 50-50. Unlike our current dogs, the dog we had back then, Emily, our beloved, we would throw the ball to her and she would actually bring the ball back. So this is what I was doing over and over again until finally Jane says, the car is packed, we are ready to go. One last throw. I said to Emily, 30, maybe 40 feet farther than I'd been throwing it, and it was, in a word, majestic. The dog scampered after the ball that was bouncing. On the second or third bounce up into the sky, she jumped up, grabbed it, pivoted in one motion, and started to come back. It was beautiful. And then it happened. She stopped. Her head, her nose went to the ground. She was smelling something. Immediately, I knew we were in danger. Emily, come. Emily, no. But it was too late. The ball popped out of her mouth, and even as I ran to her, I knew I wasn't going to make it in time. Instead, our dog rolled on her back as only a dog can and started squirming in it. I grabbed a hold of her, not as kindly as I probably should have, and I pulled her back. She was just covered. It was awful. The smell was ugly. I wish I could tell you I washed her off, but the truth is, well, the boating men, we have lots of strengths, but a strong gag reflex is not one of them. All right? It was too much, and so we divided and conquered once more. Jane has a farm girl background. She started washing the dog off, but I looked for shampoo and soap and brought that to her. I thought she had done a pretty good job until we stepped in the car. 2.5 hours home, after about 10 minutes in the car, I realized we were in trouble. Every breath brought tears to our eyes, made our stomachs clench, our noses were seeking out something, anything else to smell. It was awful. It was like something like a mad scientist would create. It was that very, very bad. It was that awful. It smelled, well, let's be honest, you all know what it smelled right? You could go ahead and say it with me. It smelled like, what did you say? It's church. Wow. I was going to say it smelled like Christmas. Some of you obviously are not thinking about how the first Christmas smelled, are you? Perhaps when you think of the smells of Christmas, you're thinking about freshly baked chocolate chip cookies cooling on the counter. Maybe you're thinking about fresh bread coming out of the oven, but friends, the first Christmas smelled awful. Think about the smells that came when Jesus was born. First, you have Mary and Joseph traveling from Nazareth to Bethlehem. That is an approximately 100-mile journey. If you traveled 100 miles to be in Red Wing tonight, I'm guessing that took you about an hour and a half. Back in those days, there were no interstates and there were no minivans. Joseph and Mary traveled by camel. Can you imagine how Joseph smelled after a 100-mile journey on a camel through the desert? Think about the last time you picked up a well-worn pair of gym shoes and accidentally smelled them. That's what Joseph would have smelled like in the little town of Bethlehem. And we haven't even talked about what is there when Jesus comes into this world. Mary and Joseph, there's no place for them in the inn, and so they go out back into this cave that is used to house animals. We have a word for structures that are used to house animals, don't we? We call them barns. How do barns smell to you? Not great. I asked the young people tonight during the children's sermons what animals showed up in the nativity scenes. You had the predictable ones, right? You had camels, you had sheep, you had donkeys, you had pigs, chickens, cats, dogs, lions, and tigers. It got a little dangerous for baby Jesus when they come to our services. But then eventually I would ask them, would you like to have a live nativity scene in your living room? Minus the tigers and the lions, of course. And the kids, for a moment, were pretty excited about the possibility of all of those animals in their living room. And then I began to ask them, if those animals stayed the night, how would your house smell the next day? Not good, they decided. They decided their house would smell like Christmas. That's the smell of Christmas. And we could go on, couldn't we? Perhaps the most ripe aroma in the entire story comes when the shepherds show up. Shepherds who literally live out in the fields, who have not probably bathed in weeks. They show up and greet baby Jesus, smelling like body odor and sheep all rolled into one. The smells of Christmas are awful. The reason why this is important is because if we are honest with ourselves, and we look back over the last year, or in some of our cases, the last 18 months, the truth of the matter is, some of us, perhaps in one way or another, all of us, have smelled some pretty awful things, right? And I'm not talking about gym shoes now. I'm talking about the stench of disappointment. When you think your life is going one direction and suddenly something happens and you end up in a far different place. I'm talking about the stink of despair. When you have a relationship that you are certain is going to grow stronger and stronger, and now you look back 6 months, 12 months, 18 months later, and you see that it is frayed and ever so vulnerable. Think about those of you who have smelled the scent of death, who have said goodbye to people you love. We have smelled some awful, awful things as individuals and certainly as a community. And why the Christmas story is so very, very important is because of what it tells us about this God of ours. This God of ours comes into the world literally in the most smelly, stinky place imaginable. Why? So that you and I would know that when we enter into those stinky, smelly places, we have a God who has chosen to be found there with us in the midst of that place. And there's more. What does Jesus do when he shows up in our lives? It matters. It tells us in the 9th verse of the 2nd chapter. The angel, and by the way, this is a Bible verse that I have been mistaken about for at least 20 years. I don't think I understood it until about 4 days ago. The Bible tells us in verse 9 that the angel of the Lord stood among the shepherds, and the glory of the Lord shone upon them. The glory of the... When I've imagined that story, I've always imagined the same things. The shepherds standing there looking terrified, the angel showing up and shining, big and bright. Is that how you have imagined the story? Except that's not what it says. The angel of the Lord stood among them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, the shepherds. You hear it? The glory of the Lord means beauty, majesty. It is Jesus showing up. The moment Jesus comes into this world, the glory of God shows up, and it doesn't shine back here from a distance. No, it shows up in the lives of those stinky, smelly shepherds, and it transforms them. They begin to glow. They radiate the glory of God. That's what God does in the person of Jesus Christ. And why I believe this to be true is not simply because I read about it in the Gospel of Luke. It is because I have seen God do this in the person of Jesus Christ through so many of you. Think about a member of our congregation who 13 or 14 months ago, his life was enslaved to an addiction he could not escape. He had family and friends around him telling him he had to make some changes, but it wasn't until he reached rock bottom when he decided he had to do this. And with their support, something changed in his life. And in the midst of this stinky, horrific situation, Jesus appeared. And Jesus began slowly but surely transforming him, and the glory of the Lord now shines around him and through him, to the extent that now he is a light to other people wrestling with the same demons that had ensnared him that he is free from now. That's God showing up in the midst of our darkness and shining his light through us. When we see that, it is nothing short of beautiful. I think of a family, a couple in our congregation, who has gone through some very difficult things, who had reached a point where they thought it was the end of the line. And then it happened. Little by little, with the support of others in the community, they began to practice forgiveness, and empathy, and compassion, and have discovered a love that they not as strong as it used to be, but better than they had ever experienced before. It was Jesus showing up in the midst of that broken, smelly situation, and now God shining his light in them and through them. When you see the glory of God in those situations, it is nothing less than beautiful. I have been to the cemetery this year more times than I can count. Pastor Carl would say the same thing. And when we go, we mourn with you and for you. And what I have seen in the midst of those situations, as some of you here tonight have said goodbye to loved ones, people you hold near and dear, in the midst of the smelliest, darkest, stinkiest situation imaginable, we have more often than not seen the same thing happen over and over again. We have seen you through your words, through your actions, through your faithfulness and your promise and your trust in the promise of God in Jesus Christ. We have seen you radiate the light of Christ to the people around you. You have reflected the glory of God. Jesus has shown up and shined in you and through you. And when we see that, it is beautiful. People of God, if you're going to take one message away from the Christmas story this year, let it be this. At some point in the days, in the months, and years to come, there is going to be a situation in your life where you are overwhelmed with despair or disappointment or something else entirely. And when that moment comes in your life and it smells like Christmas, know this. God, in the person of Jesus Christ, has chosen to be found right next to you. And whether you can see it or not, the glory of God shines around you. And as others see it, and they will, God promises to do something beautiful in you and through you. And for that we say, thanks be to God.